Who is that? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
come after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
That is what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins. We're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top for you.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. It is Monday, September 27th, 2021. You did it. You made it through the weekend, alive and healthy, ready to go. Yeah, I'm in a weird mood right now. I don't know what happened. But as soon as the show started, I started talking. Felt like I just stepped outside of myself and watching and not really appreciate. I don't even know who I am right now. It's weekend just flew by too fast. I don't like this Monday. It's all right. It's okay. It's great. It's great. Not a really eventful weekend. God, this is so weird. I don't know. Maybe it was taking a day off. It's just, I felt like I was here yesterday. So when things like that happen, you know what you do? You just go right to basics. Tonight's show. That's what we'll talk about. We'll talk about tonight's show. So, found this story. Kind of interesting. It's supposed to be real, and it is. And it was about a couple that had a home invasion from UFOs. And I'm not talking like in Brazil, I'm not talking like on the waterfront. Oh, I sounded like Biden right there. I, yo, 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 yo. What the hell is poking into my back? I feel like there's like a price tag or something stuck on this shirt. Ay, yo, 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 yo. Poor guy. Probably wishes he wasn't where he is right now. He doesn't know where he is. Sorry. It's our president. Should be more respectful. I can't do that. Not with this guy. All right, I'll be calm. But this couple had a home invasion. Well, I'm going to talk to you about that story. But it reminded me of the one my wife and I had years ago, 2005. Not as dramatic as the one they had, but they said the objects went through walls, ceilings, floors. The one my wife and I saw, plasma ball is what they're calling it, came through the window, crackling, sounded like that's what it sounded like. I can't do it. Who can do that noise? It sounds almost like you're crushing a can, like a bunch of cans at the same time. Imagine 40 cans just going. That's what it sounded like. You know that crackling noise of electricity. Oh, the perfect noise is like a stun gun. You know when they press the sides, the one you can buy, and they go. That's what they sound like. Hey, what do you want from me? I do voices. I don't do sounds. I do sounds. Hey, oh. What is this already so soon? I got it already, chick one. Tractor Basil, good to see ya. With the $5 super chat. Do ghosts watch television? No, but one time I know they were in a TV. Coral Ann was in the TV set. Remember that movie, Poltergeist? Thank you, Tractor Basil, with a $5 super chat. All super chats help support the road trip that's coming up and Goof On in general. You can do that right here on YouTube's, or you can go to PayPal, Cash App, or become Patreon member. Once you become Patreon member, you get some videos nobody will ever see, thank God. I know, I had to put a droning video in with the video I posted. I don't know. Here you go, Tractor Basil. Good to see you back. Continuing supporter of Goof On is Gush. There's one. Gush 2. Gush 3. And Gush. Grazie. Mucho gusto. Generoso, Tractor Basil. Thank you very much for the support. I got to show you this.
I don't want you to get agitated. I don't want you to get worked up.
Look at, there's a UFO in this video. Look, but see that thing? It's in the background of a. I can't load it to my phone. That white dot is a UFO in the background of this video, and I can't find. When you go on YouTube, they got the shorts, but you can't click on that in there. It doesn't take me to their channel like it does on TikTok. So I don't know where to find that goes. There's actually 2 UFOs in there. And that one is just a white Tic Tac floating. Oh, I can do a screenshot. Oh my God. Why don't I just do that? What's that? Another super chat. Oi, I see it. Oi. William Bridges with a $5 super chat. Gush, bro. Thank you. Mucho gusto. Generoso, William Bridges. So, a continuing huge supporter of Goof On. And thank you very much. You get the box. Everybody got it. All right, while that's going, I got to record this thing. And then I can put it up.
This is intercepting.
Here we go.
No, man, this is not recording public. This is intercepting private communication. That's right. Troy, listen. I don't want you to get agitated. I don't want you to get worked up, okay?
This is amazing how I just was watching these. And there's 2 UFOs in this video. That's phenomenal. Hey, I want to thank you, William Bridges. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you for that gush, bro. I like when other people say it.
That's not recording a public.
Gush. Hold on.
Is your job.
I'm almost done recording this, and then we'll do roll call.
Okay. I don't want to hear right. Okay, listen.
This is amazing.
Every time we were going to have a conversation with a difference of opinion.
Because your tone of voice is coming at me like I'm already
Justin.
in the wrong. I know what, you know what you're saying. You know, I hear it.
Okay, so if you have a problem with my tone of voice, I can change my tone of voice.
And what you're saying.
I want you to be.
Wow, this is great UFO footage.
Listen, bud.
So good. All right.
No, man, this is not recording in public. This is private communication.
Tap here to save the gallery. Saved. I'm gonna definitely mail this now to myself. You guys are gonna like this. Oh yeah. Holy shit. Subject UFO. All right, I'm mailing it to myself. In the meantime, you know it's Monday. Just enjoy life today, you guys. Enjoy the show. The goods will get good. You know that we deliver. Roll call. Gigi Abby Lynn, welcome to the show. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Heather Ferraro, welcome to the show. Exofa, Eggush all over there. Felicia, welcome to the show, by the way. Felicia, the beautiful Flores, welcome to the show. Samir Mo, welcome to the show. Marvindale Likens Jr., welcome to the show. Triple Qvid, what's up? Welcome to the show. Chuck Bam, welcome to the show. Renee Cruisin', welcome to the show. Yes, Renee, thank you for your comment there. I know what the Poltergeist movie is. Larky Derry, welcome to the show. I'll bring back those 10 seconds. Let me add a little more here. Hey, Larky Derry, welcome to the show. Carrie Rose, welcome to the show. EZE021, welcome to the show. Carrie Rose, welcome to the show. And Den Bob, welcome to the show. Off-World Adam, welcome to the show. Smoke and Mirrors, welcome to the show there. Mikey Gematria, welcome to the show. F Graph 72, welcome to the show. Zach Diekes Monsu, welcome to the show. JP Bassenio, welcome to the show. Complaisir, welcome to the show. Ian Burwell, welcome to the show. And Justin, I added the 10 seconds back because I stopped during the, did I miss? Hey, Alien Critter, what's up? Kill Bill, Kill Ball, welcome to the show. But all we are is dust in the, all we are is dust in the, all we are is dust in the wind. Mikey Ozzy, welcome to the show. X1, hey, what are you doing here? How come you're not over at your friends? No show tonight over there or what? D Omnia, welcome to the show. Lee Guy, welcome to the show. I'm just rounding out the house here. Everybody, that's it. That's why we have 1:30, because I know I'll go on for 2. What's up, Pete? Welcome to the show. X1, welcome. We welcome you here, man. No hard feelings. Black Lotus, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. There he is. Aye, you can't forget Stu Gerson. This is the guy, the man. He's the universe. Actually, he is. Welcome to the show. And the last one here. Kian Henderson. Kian? It's Kian, I bet. Kian? Exactly, X1. Exactly. But I don't think you were old enough. But do you remember when George Bush made that speech after 9/11? Anybody who harbors terrorists is a terrorist. See, because when you hang out with that group, not that you did anything, but you chose sides. You chose sides. Sure did. Sure did. It's okay though, man. I know. Now don't leave. See, he's leaving. Where are you going? Come on, enjoy the show. It's a good one tonight. I got a good story. Plus, you're a continuing supporter of Goof On. Why would I want you to go anywhere? I know you care. He's gone. He left. He left, right? He went out the door.
Are they harbingers of world change? Secrets in the field.
You know why he left? Where'd you go? He left. He's in the field.
What are they? Why are they?
Last night I was there. Was a night before you expressed what was happening. I was there because you were there. All right. I had to get that. Why is my face not on the screen? Gush. People are watching this right now. You know, never been here before. They're like, I did want to talk real quick. Goof On was never intended to be like any other show, obviously. My show, when we originally started as the AZ Skywatchers and then the famous or infamous, the AZ UFO show with Seeing UFOs Productions, wanted to have a show where we just talked like people should. My thing back then, now times have changed 17 years later, 16 years, whatever on the show. Back then, I used to say this, but you can't say it anymore. People will look at you like this. I used to say this a lot. Can't say it now. But I said, I want my show to be like, you know, just guys talking, like after the game in the locker room, you know, that kind of talk. You know, oh damn, like you missed a shot in the second quarter, but you hit that one at the buzzer, saved the day. You know, you sucked, you know, and just have like man talk, like men do. No holds bars. No holds bars. Why'd I say that? That's not in the script. That's not in the script. I read it wrong. Please. The most unscripted show on the internet right here, obviously. But anyway, it was just supposed to be how regular people talk. And the intent was to talk about, and of course the show had to change over time, was just to be normal, like normal people, not being like, now of course I would love to be like Art Bell. Anybody would, but we can't. Okay, unless we're in a studio. We can't do that back then. We couldn't. Even though when we went to the AZ UFO show on Blog Talk Radio, we had a call-in number. And you could call in, and people did, but it wound up being the same 5 people, just like the problem we have here. And back then, we had way more people listening than we do here now. So imagine the same 5 people. I mean, it gets boring after a while, I have to admit. There's only so many things, unless they're going to chime in and they're an expert on something, that's different. But it was just, if I was to do an Art Bell type show, we don't have enough callers. All right. Even Jimmy Church, with all the people that listen and watch his show, he doesn't have enough callers. You need to reach millions of people to get those people waiting on the lines for you. We just don't have that. So that couldn't be done. So my thing was to just talk about UFO stories that are happening throughout the week, because the show was only once a day back then, or once a week. I am getting like Biden. It's over. Okay, mark it down. What's today? 9/27/21. This is the first sign. It's the first sign. Hold on. Magic 8 Ball. Am I going to be like Joe Biden? Joe Biden, the president. It says, reply is hazy. That's ironic. It's hazy. Try again. Just like my brain. So I thought maybe we would just talk and do a show like that. And I would talk about my experiences because I was doing a whole bunch of things like, kind of like I'm getting back into, out in the field and all that. And then just chime in on, there was no YouTube when we started. It was just brand new, I think, in 2005, the end of 2005, 2006. Yeah, there wasn't even an iPhone then. Nah, weird. I still had a flip. I had a flip phone. I did. I lost it in 2004. And then my friend found it a week later in between the rocks. Didn't work. It was a T-Mobile too. Still have it. As a matter of fact, it's right in that drawer. So I'm going to get it and show you. Not now. But that's what this show is. This is not an interview show. Okay? Don't expect it. Look, we did interviews last week. Right? And the week before, Michael was on, and I think, I did the interview with, which eventually you'll see. What's his name? Brian Forster, but it never got finished because the power went out. But anyway, this show is, because I read in the comment section, there's always one person that gets my attention that says something negative. This is not an uplifting, this is not an informative and uplifting show. Always talks about himself, which isn't true. I talk about myself, but not always. Even I don't want to hear that. I got to live it. You think I want to repeat it? Oh. But that's this show, okay? All right? That's what it is. I'll pick one major topic for the night, and that takes up the first hour or so. And the second half of the show is going over the dailies with Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, whatever. I think that's good. I think it's better than hearing the same people say the same things over and over. Now, I get it. You want to see interviews here. You want to hear me interview people and all that stuff. Yeah, so do I sometimes. That's why we still do interviews. And more are coming. But I'm not going to ever have more than 3 a week. It'll just never happen. Yeah. So maybe you can show up on those 3 days a week or 2 days or whatever. But sorry, I just think that everybody's doing something similar. I wanted to do something different. And it hit me one day. Because I've been hearing it since the first grade. You're weird. And I used to think, and I swear in my life, that far back my memory goes of thinking this. Why am I weird? What did I say that was so weird? And I got that through middle school, through high school, through college. But people kind of thought it was different in college. They thought it was like, who thinks like this? I do. So, but it's just weird hearing people say that we don't talk about anything that's productive because all we do is productive. That's all we do, other than this talk we're having now. But I think it has to be said because there's people out there who get triggered over the simplest things. And I can't help you. I can't. And I am going to voice my opinion because that's all it is. I'm not an expert. I never claimed to be. I don't want to be. No, I take that. I think I want to be an expert. But what I should be saying is an expert I will never become. Why do you say that? Well, where's the UFO evidence, pal? Huh? Huh, lady? Huh? Give me a piece of a UFO. I'll study it. I'll rub my hands on it. I'll see if it comes back when I throw it up in the air. All that stuff. A laser pointer it. Put a mirror up to it. Maybe see a time portal. I don't know. But nobody has any of that stuff. And nobody's talking to aliens. Somebody sent me an email today. Very kind. I'm not going to say who. A new person says, I've been into the CE5 thing for a while. And if you want to know, if you need any help, I'm paraphrasing, obviously. I can help you if you want to do the CE5. And I was like, no. So I replied, I said, hey, man, that's great. But I've been meditating for 30 years. And 15 of those, were trying to contact aliens. But really, 2005 to 2010 was an everyday thing until I moved. That's how I know when it stopped, because I moved. I wasn't near the same place anymore. And well, it wasn't for a while, but no, never talked to aliens. So I declined, and this person said, oh, that's fine. You got your own opinion. Oh, thanks for telling me. I didn't know. I have my own opinion. Ma, opinion balls. Hurry up. For those of you, my mother makes meatballs. Now we make them with the personality. All right? Huh? Yeah. Go downstairs and make me my meatballs. So anyway, let's get the show on the road. I'm going to wet your palate. Yesterday was Sunday, right? Sunday? Oh, and later on, I want to talk about this Brian Laundrie guy that they can't find. Dog the Bounty Hunter was searching for, is going to be searching for him in Florida. Here in Florida, why am I not out looking for Brian Laundrie? I should be out there. It's not that far from here. Look, anywhere I go around here, it's about an hour away, if that, not even. I should be out there, yeah? I'd go up to Dog, I'd say, how's it? And then he'd say something to me like, what's up, brother? That's for the cousins, brothers. All right, I'm going to wet your palate. Try not to laugh.
He's totally okay, guys. He's totally okay.
Really pretty girls usually don't get hit on.
That explains it.
We're just going to leave that one at that. But yeah, that's why. When you realize the food you've been eating since childhood is actually the main cause of almost every disease. Doritos, Pop-Tarts.
Oh my God. We were talking about that before the show. Weren't we? In the chat room. I said, I can't change my diet. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't talk about myself. It's going to be tough.
Pizza rolls. It's all the best foods. It really is. All the best foods are killing us. It's true. Never false. Oh, God. Never fall asleep. It's easy to do. It is. You wake up at 2 a.m. sometimes, have to drive the 5-hour trip to the lake, but that's what happens if you fall asleep with your buddies. Don't do it. When the customer asks for a large instead of a medium.
Oh,
that is a dick move, but this is what places do. I know it is. If you work there, if you're a barista, whatever you do, and if this is what you do, you're a dick. Maybe the customer deserved it, but come on, man. This is why you always ask for no ice. You always get no ice.
I never
How to
do
drink
that.
Busch Light Apple on a rainy day.
All right. Your palates are wet. All right. Did you get a little bit excited there? You laughed a little. I don't know what's coming up. But let's get to this story. This is really interesting. Really interesting story because I can relate to something finally. I'm going to pull it up here. So, I hate turning my head to read, but I'll do it for tonight, for Monday. There we go. A UFO home invasion incident and bizarre plasma UFO orbs. There was a video that came out about a month ago that showed a plasma ball in a house. This is not that. This is not that. All right. In March 2012, a bizarre UFO encounter would unfold in the home of a married couple in Miami, Florida. An incident that would involve a seemingly miniaturized UFO that could change shape and pass through the walls of their home unaffected, no less. This is amazing what's happening here already. Because that's what happened to me and my wife. When it said in 2012, I'm like, okay, but a married couple? I was like, are they talking about me? In fact, so bizarre and unnerving was the encounter for the couple involved, it would spark an intense interest in each of them regarding the UFO and alien question, something that neither had before. Furthermore, there are many other similar cases like the eventually dubbed home invasion incident on record across the United States. What should we make of such encounters? Are these mini UFOs some type of extraterrestrial drone? And if so, for what reasons are they entering homes across America? Might this be some kind of alien reconnaissance mission? Reading this, I'm thinking, it's the government. It's the government. And what should we make of the fact that seemingly solid crafts could alter their form and pass through solid walls? Does this suggest some kind of paranormal connection? Might part of the answer to the abundance of such UFO encounters be revealed by our understanding of this potential connection? As always, such cases as the home invasion incident and many other plasma-like UFO orbs on record add yet another layer of complexity to the issue. What are these strange morphing crafts, and where is their place in the UFO and alien question? We'll talk about that. Now, the Florida case in 2012, it's perhaps one of the most truly bizarre of these orb and plasma UFO encounters occurring on the morning of March 31st, 2012 in Miami, Florida. The incident was investigated by MUFON, case file 40667, and has been featured on several UFO television shows. I can't believe what I'm hearing. This is what I talked about, I think it was Saturday. This is it. This is what I talked about. The little UFO, and it cured the girl of the disease that she was going to die from eventually. It went above her chest. Remember? If you don't remember, that's what I said, and I can't believe here it is. However, I didn't realize it was such a phenomenon. Dun, 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 dun. However, as we shall examine shortly, many similar incidents are on record around the U.S. Except this one, it was in the U.S., Well, on this particular morning, a little after 7 a.m., Mary Alvarez was at home when she suddenly noticed the dog barking downstairs. The behavior was a little out of ordinary, so Alvarez went downstairs to see what the matter was. When she made her way into the living room, though, she was confronted with a bizarre metallic orb-like object around the size of a basketball hovering in the air. A little unnerved but equally intrigued, Alvarez watched the bizarre craft. She noticed that there were seemingly flashing multicolored lights on the underside. For all intents and purposes, as outlandish as it might sound, the object was a miniature flying saucer. What? As she watched the hovering silver orb, wait a second, hold on now, Jack. No. This is bad. This is bad. We just heard it was a silver disc, and now it's an orb. This is bad journalism. That's just awful. As she watched the hovering silver orb, her husband came into the room and noticed the bizarre scene for himself. Then, as the couple watched in awe and disbelief, the craft began to alter its form right in front of their eyes. It went from a typical UFO disc to a long cylinder shape. A moment later, the craft sped toward the wall of their living room. COVID. However, instead of crashing into the wall, causing damage to itself and the wall, it simply disappeared through it, much like we would typically imagine a ghostly apparition at night. The last point is perhaps an important one, once again highlighting an apparent connection between UFO incidents and paranormal activity. The incidents for the Alvarez family, however, were not quite over yet. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Consumed and obsessed with understanding UFOs. Now they're in it. Now this couple, Mary and her husband, would find themselves researching all they could on the UFO subject following their bizarre encounter. What's more, they would discover that several other UFO sightings were reported in the Miami region on the morning in question, just like where they lived. The pair would become consumed and obsessed with understanding both their own encounter and the UFO phenomena in general. This obsession was solidified on the morning of July 8th, 2012, when the couple would witness a second close UFO encounter over their home. Mary would hear a strange commotion coming from outside her bedroom window on the morning in question. However, when she peered out to see what the matter was, she was shocked. In front of her was a huge triangular craft hovering almost directly over their house. As she continued to watch the bizarre scene, a piercing whistling type noise suddenly rang out. Then the strange craft simply vanished as if into thin air. The incident remains unexplained. However, it raises several questions regarding these apparently futuristic crafts. Not least how they seemingly vanish into thin air and pass through solids, such as walls. While we suggested a potential paranormal connection to these mysterious elements of the sighting above here, we should also perhaps consider an advanced technology, perhaps similar to the super solids that can pass through each other without compromise. That's our own scientists are only beginning to work with the 21st century. What's more, there are many more similar cases of these seemingly miniature UFOs on record. This is crazy. Is this the one I was talking about? The one from Woodland, Texas? Yeah, it looks like it might be. Hold on a second. Yeah, let me see this here. Is this it? Wow. It looks like it. One such case occurred over 40 years prior to the home invasion incident of 2012. Oh, wow, look at this. On September 30th, almost 54 years, 53? What is today? The 2021? 53 years ago. In Farmers Branch, Texas. The incident, however, like many others, would remain unreported in this case until 2015. So these people, now that the story I'm going to read from Texas happened in 68, but now they're just getting the story in 2015. I don't like this. Well, maybe they made a video of themselves and documented it or recorded it with an audio tape. The incident would unfold during a day in a wooded area near a creek. The witness is walking through the woodland carrying their pellet gun, looking to shoot at birds. Nice. However, as he was doing so, he noticed a strange, reflective, silvery, metallic football-sized object. It was resting on the ground approximately 100 feet away. Partly due to his young age and partly due to his simply not considering that this strange object could be a UFO, the witness would raise his gun. He then fired at the strange craft. His aim proved accurate, as a millisecond later, the sound of the pellet connected with the metal object rang out. Almost immediately, the craft took off, rising into the air at a 45-degree angle. Then it just instantly vanished at the speed of light. All right, first of all, I ain't buying this story worth a beep. It comes from a kid who's now my age. No, 10 years older. No, I don't like it. You're not going to, no, you would never forget this. When the object disappeared into the sky at breakneck speed, or whether it literally vanished into thin air, as many other orb-like UFO sightings, remains open to debate. It was only in the weeks and then years after the incident that the witness began to truly contemplate what he had seen. It wasn't until he witnessed the home invasion incident on a TV show that he felt compelled to tell his report, his encounter, such were the similarities with his own incident. In his report, he would contemplate the notion that his own sighting might be part of a bigger picture of UFO encounters. Are they extraterrestrial drones or futuristic black budget projects? It is perhaps an interesting detail that the young witness in Texas fired upon the object. This certainly wouldn't be the recommended course of action. However, the fact he did so provide us with a wealth of information. For example, the object he encountered that day was most definitely metallic and solid, at least at the time of the sighting. If we imagine that the craft was something similar to that witnessed in Florida in 2012, perhaps that metallic form could change shape and morph into something else. Furthermore, there was no obvious effort to attack the witness when fired upon. Instead, the craft took non-aggressive, although immediate action in vacating the area. Was this a pre-programmed response, or does the craft utilize what we would call today smart technology, AI? Perhaps the last suggestion opens the door to the possibility that these small drone-like mini UFOs are, in fact, experimental black budget crafts. Ones that even in the late 1960s were utilizing the smart technology of our own contemporary era, all, of course, far from the knowledge and understanding of the wider populace. Of course, those suggestions are reliant upon the craft being a drone-type machine only. However, some researchers suggest at least a possibility that such machines might literally be small metallic vehicles with equally small extraterrestrial pilots. Or might it even be that the crafts themselves are more akin to sentient entities than most of us are even prepared to comprehend? I'd go with that one. Another incident from 2006 is also worth... Wait, what? That's not mine. Okay. Well, on and on we go. This orb disc-like miniature UFO has seemed to have swept the nation from the 60s and thereon till today, which is quite interesting. I'm telling you, that could easily have been a black budget project. Now, that also puts into question several things, because I know of a 1961-62 story that it goes back to, where one of these miniature UFOs healed that girl. I believe it was Brazil. They did have that attack in Brazil where the UFOs attacked. Remember that. Don't forget that one. I think that was in the early 70s. Now, this person, this kid with this pellet gun shooting at the miniature UFO could have been the shot that started the war. I was going to say intergalactical, but I couldn't think of it. It could have started an intergalactic war because of that kid. Now, if you want to say, well, we learned a lot from that. I don't know if it was a boy. They didn't say how old he was, right? But well, I'm imagining he's 10 years old. Who walks around with BB guns? 10-year-old boys do. Anyway, I did. I think I was 13 when I got one. Yeah, I was like 12, 13 when I got a BB gun. 6-pump Daisy rifle. Shoots pellets and BBs and so he heard the pellet hit a solid metallic craft. Ting! And then the craft took off very quickly. Could have disappeared. What bothers me is that they change shape. If we take into account what the Alvarez family saw, Mary and her husband, that they saw this craft go right through the wall. They saw it change shape from a disc to a cylinder. And then it went through the wall. Now we're talking the most incredible thing, because me and my wife saw a plasma ball. We didn't see a disc. We didn't see it change shape, but it did go through the window. It went through two pane windows, double glass, and the screen. And it went through the tree outside our window. Now, the weird thing is, because we wound up going back to bed and waking up, and the next day, we did our thing talking about it. And I left, and I remembered that this orb went through the tree. It's right, my left. It went through the right side. So a friend of mine who I was telling the story to when I was at work, he's like, whatever you do, we got to there might be trace evidence. And I said, there's nothing on there. No, you don't understand. We got to get a Geiger counter there. We got to check it out. So, and now as he's telling me the story, I remembered that tree was kind of like half dying. Like literally half of it was dying. So I wound up talking to my wife, and she says, oh, Rudy's coming over today. Do you want him to get rid of the tree? And I said, which one? She said, the one by the bedroom. No. I said, no. No. I go, we need that tree. Tell him not to take it out. And I hear her yell to him, Rudy, no, don't take tree. Okay, I could hear him. Whew. Right? Because we could have gotten good evidence out of that. So I get home about 3:00. First thing I do is go right out to the tree. Let the dog out and whatever. And it's gone. Rudy took the tree out. I called my wife. I said, why did Rudy take the tree? She's like, oh my God, that asshole. I told him not to. She goes, all right, I'll call him. I go, no, I'll call him. That's okay. I go, what's his number? She gave me his number. I called Rudy up. Hey, Rudy, it's Rich Giordano. And he's like, hey, ¿qué pasó? And I said, Jaime Maussan. He's like, UFO? I said, did you take the tree from our house? No, I didn't take no tree today. Your wife told me take no tree, so I left all the tree today. You didn't take the tree. I didn't take it. Now, Rudy's been coming to this house for 9 years. He's a very cool guy. He would never take the tree. He swears on his life he didn't take the tree. And I asked my wife, I go, do you think he lied that he took the tree? She's like, babe, all I know is the tree was there when I left. and they were getting in the truck and leaving. So I don't think they took the tree. I saw it out the window. I made sure. And as she was leaving, she saw them getting in the work truck and leaving. So they wouldn't just drive back and go pull out the tree. Somebody was listening, and they came and took the tree. And this is the evidence and shit that I have on video of us being watched, which I'll bring out eventually. But oh man, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe the tree's gone. But that would have been cool evidence if there was any on that tree. The tree was perfectly right down the middle, left to right. It was dying very quickly. And I thought the whole tree was dying. I didn't pay attention. I'm like, oh, the whole tree. I told my friend, the whole tree's dying already. And we just planted that tree like a couple of months ago. It thrived. But I think from the ball passing through it, it did something to it. It might have changed its molecular structure. Maybe the charge from this plasma ball was just too much for the tree to handle with it being young, maybe because it was a sapling. How often do you get to use sapling in a sentence? You never get to use it. God, that felt good. Sapling's a great word. But what a great story. There's been accounts of these UFOs over the years. Many. I mean, there's several stories here. I should put this link. Oh, what is this? Hold on, I got a video.
Near-death experience.
As you may know, Elizabeth Kubler-Ross was the head of my committee.
Yes.
And she is one with Ray Moody who coined the whole field of near-death experience.
Mm-hmm. You're a past president.
Interesting. So maybe these little UFOs are in COVID. Yeah. If they are ours, turning into Biden. I. Yo. That's all I hear sometimes when I watch his videos. Ay. Oh, yo. Could they be healing machines? Could they be... See, doesn't it make sense? Well, this makes sense both ways. Could it be from aliens? Yes. Because I think they do. I think because they go through walls and objects, because this has been said a few times, I don't think we have that technology. Now, the whistling noise that the other woman heard, could that be sound technology? She heard a whistling noise, and then the thing, whatever, took off, vanished. Could it be a type of sound technology? Here's another thing. Why it may not be us. They're really small. Usually when we make something and we take it out, now why would anybody in the government want to run the risk of losing the connection? They didn't have Wi-Fi back then. Or did they? That's the thing. It can't be. Unless they parked their truck down the road and the radio signal, maybe. Not likely. If it disappeared. Were there little aliens in there? I'm going to say no. I think it was an alien drone. I think they're alien drones going in people's homes. Now, these people are in Florida, right? I want to interview them. I want to interview these people. This has got to be done. Who are they? All right, I'll find out. Yeah, 2012, this just happened. Pre-co. I got to find out who these poeples are. I want to interview them. No, not here. I want to interview them in person and then put it on the show. It's amazing. Look, what happened to me and my wife was real, and just words can't describe. I don't remember what I felt. I know I didn't. At first, I was scared, not frightened like we're gonna die, just more or less like what is going to happen next. It was weird. Now, my wife sounded a little more scared. You know, she was grabbing onto me like this. The dog was right here. He was, you know, but he was calm. It wasn't it was a, like he was getting petted or something. He was enjoying the show. He's like, nice show, nice show. Goes through the bathroom into the closet. We see the light. We see like all different shades, you know, dark and bright. And because it was going in the closet where the clothes were. Came out, slowed down as it went past the mirror in the bathroom. It turned. It looked like it looked in the freaking mirror. Me and my wife looked at each other and she, like, I don't know what's going on. And then it came out, slowed as it went by us. The dog went like that, and the thing went whoop, and then it stopped at the window, went down a little bit, and then went right through the window, through the tree. And the weird thing was when that first started, the dog was barking. That's what woke me up. And my wife woke up just seconds after I did, I think. And we saw what we thought were flashlights in the backyard. She's like, somebody's in the backyard. I'm like, oh, shit. I guess something must have happened. Maybe next door we're thinking, well, they got flashlights. If it's crooks, what are they doing with flashlights? And then as I'm about to get up, the thing went, it came so quick, I had no way of moving. It was right there. It came in, I sat back and I put my arm around the dog. My wife grabbed me. It's pretty wild, man. I don't know how we went to sleep. We didn't even call the cops. Didn't even think about it. It's so weird, isn't it? But the next day we talked about it. Like, should we have called the cops? My wife brought that up. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think about calling the police. It didn't feel like anything. I didn't get an emotional attachment to it. These people that tell their story did not talk about feeling emotional about it. You know, you'd think something like that would come into your house. It would be more like spiritual. You would think if it can go through walls and windows and all that stuff, maybe it's like an apparition. And you know, you'd think you might feel something. Felt nothing. Just a little bit of fear. A lot to a little. And when it left, we sat in bed for what seemed like an hour. She started laughing. You know, she was wiping her face. There were tears on her. She didn't even know. And the thing is, we did not even think about looking at the clock. I don't know if there was missing time. But when we woke up, it was just after noon or midnight. Noon. Yeah, it was noon. It was no sun. It was pure darkness. I think it was around 11:45. But we stayed up for a good hour, 2 hours after. Then fell asleep, woke up. She woke up around 5:08, which was her time to wake up. It was weird. She went looking in the closet, seeing if anything was missing. The next day, I went looking, because I was only into ufology for a little bit. But I went in the office to see if anything was missing. Nothing was missing. Everything was there. That was such a weird experience. I did a recorded interview with myself in my car, but I don't know. I have to watch it again. I'm interested to hear how much I messed up the story. You think you would remember every single detail? of every single thing, but it's impossible. But I think I got that story pretty much exactly right. It's a weird story. What are they, man? Why are they? Doesn't make sense. What makes sense is that it's the government playing with their toys. That's what it sounds like to me, but I don't know, guys. Aliens have been around so long. I can't deny it. But I don't believe. You know what? You know what's hard to believe? That we haven't had more legitimate footage. Because I haven't seen any legitimate footage in a long, long time. I can't remember. Like I could look at a video and say for sure that it's not a balloon, a drone. I haven't seen anything like that. I can't remember. Even with the O'Hare video, I feel like it's too blurry, out of focus. You don't get to see it zoom up into the cloud like people said. If that was recorded, well, we should see that part of the video. Never seen that. All we see is something at the end of the runway, which it's very, very, it's like 120, it's not even like 480p. Hey, Brian McAllister with a $5.27 super chat. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Oh, it's one of those. He's just throwing. He just took them and not even a word, no sticker. Just here, take a $5 bill, a quarter, and 2 pennies. You gush. That's what he gave me. And I love it. I love it. That's for you. There we go. Thank you, Brian McAllister, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Grazie, grazie. What's this? When now? Oh, all right. Hey, we're changing topics. That's what that means. Yeah, no sound effects. Not yet. Not yet. Thanks, Brian. What are we doing? What's going on in this chat? Let's take a break for the chat room. All right. Carrie Rose at Samir. Richie gets very into his stories and goes sometimes 15 minutes without peeking at the chat, but that's why we love him. He's a great storyteller. I actually don't think I am, but thank you for that very much, Carrie. Carrie Rose, everybody. What's the matter? Did I not read something here? What did I do? Let me tell you something. I thought for sure I would be able to tell stories and look at the chat room. Imagine telling a story and reading chat. You can't do it. If anybody can do that, God, you're good. I mean, I admire that type of talent. Moonlick says, Richie, I have found alien scat. Nah, you haven't. Stop that. DNT, forget about the super chat. All right. Now, when I'm talking like I can see out of the corner of my eye when super chats come in because they're brightly colored. But I think I missed one. No? All right, I'm going to check. I'm going to check right now. I'm just going to see. Don't forget, you can support Goof On. That's the only way we survive is through super chats. And that's it. Super chats and PayPal. Cash App. Cash App's cool. And you can become a Patreon. By the way, let's see how many we need. We need 11 subscribers for 6,000. So we're close. All right, let's see. Supers, here we go. Your show is the best. And what? What did I miss? Oh, that must have just come up. Shane Reed, Brian McAllister. I didn't miss any. Okay. Shane Reed with a $5 super chat. Your show is the best and most respected? Wow. Wow. Shane, I was thinking about you before the show. Yeah, I don't know if I saw you in the last few shows, but I was just thinking. Thank you for that. Shane Reed, a very much continuing supporter of Goofan. Here, that's for you, and that's a $5 box right there. I appreciate it. Shane Reed, mucho gusto, generoso. I know. I'll come up with something new when it's time. Everything has to find its own death. I always come up with some new saying or something, some way to put these super chats in order. Yeah, we've been saying that for a while. I don't know, but it is what it is. Hey, look, you go to some other shows, they don't even pay attention to your super chats. Capiche? Yeah, that's why. Oh, it's a one capiche show. It's pretty good. Now, this is where the show takes off a little bit faster. I know. But I really like that UFO. I like the UFO story there, the ones we just went over. Pretty awesome. There was an incredible UFO sighting. This must be the best sighting in a long time. I am going to show it to you now. This was on Third Phase. This will be on Third Phase UFO Report tonight. I'm putting up another video. This is phenomenal. I have to show this to you. I can't wait another day. I haven't seen this. What am I doing? I'm putting it on the wrong screen. This is bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. But whatever this is unreal. Here you go. From Third Phase of Moon.
Olha, agora ficou bastante embaixo. Você consegue filmar quanto tempo?
Isso aqui filma horas. Não, já tá aí uns 10 minutos.
Mas aí não dá pra ver quando cai embaixo, né?
Dá. So we're getting a closer look at whatever this object is, darting from left to right, blinking in and out of existence, captured in Sao Paulo, Brazil. You could hear the family and even the canine, the dogs barking in the background, whining. Seems like the dog's sensing things. Look at this thing bouncing back and forth, static in one place and then in another, in a blink of an eye. What are we looking at? This is incredible footage, and I'm glad people across the country and the planet are sharing videos. This is pretty good stuff, Brent. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I was blown away by that move right there. Did you see it? It just darted with extreme speeds. I've never seen anything like it on video. We've seen this in person, Blake and I, on the North Shore of Oahu when we're 10 years old, of this bright light that could move at the speed of light, as you could say. This thing was moving too fast to be conventional. What is this thing? Look at the immensity of light that's pulsating from this thing. Is it trying to give us some sort of message? You know, we're just letting it roll raw, looking at it a second time, enhanced a bit. We blew it up.
That's
So
unbelievable.
you can get a better close look. You can see some kind of like red light indicating at the end of the blink, almost in a high density of a light. But it's cool because it seems like it's zooming away real fast and then comes back in a frame. Like it's going back and forth in a weird manner. This is define any
Watch
kind
this.
of drone or aircraft that I'm aware of. Look at this thing.
This is, oh my
Boom,
God.
boom, boom. Oh, did you see it? It's just shooting back and forth. Guys, you got to share this
That is
video
so
on
bizarre.
your major social media.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Isn't it weird? Very strange. Hey, Dark Hour Paranormal, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Very strange. It's one of my favorite sightings, almost ever. Yeah. That let's take one more look at it. It's worth another. I'll mute this. And we're going to go we're going to do this third phase UFO report style. All right? That okay? Can I do it that way? No, that's not what I'm saying. All right, everybody. Here we go. What I'm seeing here is something I've never seen before. Look at that. It's almost as if it's communicating with something maybe off-world, maybe somewhere else, like up in the atmosphere. Or it's the energy of it. I know there was a sighting way back when in the 70s or maybe 80s or 90s. I can't remember. But the guy said it was flashing like this and molten like metal was dripping off of it. And that's the guy who has that piece that looks like a tooth. There was, yeah, I just saw that red tinge in there. See, we're not seeing exactly what it looks like because such a bright flash, it's distorting. I know what this reminds me of. That lady, Dorothy Isaac. She captured some things on a video that remind me of the way this thing flashes. And when her object flashed, you could see it was 3 dots, but in between them were electronic pulses of energy. Like you could see the lines going everywhere, and they didn't bleed into other frames, which was the weirdest thing of all. This is phenomenal. Phenomenal. We have an unidentified object. Just amazing. I've never seen anything like it. You can see it looks like it's when it was flashing. I'm going to slow this down. When it flashed, it looked like part of the object was separating from itself, and it looked like it was duplicating or replicating itself. Watch this. You can see what looks like. Oh, look at that. That looks like a classic disc shape. I know it's not the actual shape. But let me open it up for you. Watch. Wow, look at that right there. There's the red. Doon, 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 doon. Whoops.
Control, this is Flight. We're tracking 3 fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
So cool, right? I wonder if it's fake. Let's try to see if it is. I think it's all there. I don't think this is fake. Come on, everybody. Rich Giordano from GoofOn doing a third phase UFO report. Who else gives you groove, baby? You know you like it. This is amazing. It's amazing. I like how you can see that there's like a prism effect. God, that's so bizarre. I wonder if this is actually in in space. Maybe it's not in the atmosphere. Then I would think there would be many, many reports. See, watch. It's splitting up. It just did it.
Control, this is flight. We're tracking
Watch,
three
here it goes again. You can see it's
objects,
starting to split.
origin unknown.
Right there. Boom. Oh, come on. This is real.
Control, this is flight. We're tracking three fast-moving objects, origin unknown.
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know why I love this. Possible planned reflection? I don't think so. It goes behind this ridge here, whatever this is. Maybe there's a wall or a hill. That's in the clouds. There's clouds up there. You can see them down here. There's a little bit of high, thin cirrus clouds. No phase, no case. That's good. Power line? Oh! No, it maybe. Interesting, Zach Diecast Monsu. Interesting, but I don't think so. Maybe we can't see it, huh? Is there a power line here? You got me wondering now, brother. Chuck's got it. It is. It's deep fake. It's deep fake. It's the only thing it can be. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Uh-oh. Oh no, we got it. It's the disco version.
Third.
Come on, everybody. Yeah. Here we go.
Third.
No. Time for fakes. No time for fake. Oh, look at that. Wow, this is so cool. Let's look at it. Whoa. Dude, that is incredible. Welcome back. This is Blake Cousins from Third Phase of Moon with my brother Brent. Tonight, we've got a couple of UFO videos here that'll blow your minds. And we're going to get in deep tonight. The reports just keep coming in. Keep your eyes to the skies, everybody. Buckle up. The Third Phase of Moon. Yeah! Come on! Let's speed it back up to normal. Last time. Buckle the F up.
Third. Phase.
Phase of moon. Mama moo moo moo. Mama moo moo mama moo moo moo.
Third. Phase.
3, 2, 1, go. It goes with the music. All right. Pretty cool, right? It's a pretty cool sighting, you have to admit. I like the ending. Let's watch the ending.
Third. Phase.
That's crazy.
Phase. Third.
That's crazy.
Phase of moon.
crazy, 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 crazy. Man, that's a great sighting. I don't care what anybody says. Wow.
Third phase.
I don't know, man. It's pretty awesome, you have to admit. That's a good sighting. Wow, right there. That's just nuts. Yeah, I don't see any power lines. I don't know. I don't have any idea what it is. It's a good one, though. It's a good one. I spent a lot of time on that. I know. I'm sorry. All right, let's get to the next report. It was nice adding the music, though. I thought. Good song. Good times. All right. So let's see. Yeah, let's talk about this in a minute. In a minute. I'm gonna get to the Brian Laundrie Gabby thing here in a minute. Not right now. Ancient laser cuts cave found in India. This is new. This was sent to me by Dorothy. These are incredible. We recently covered the vast and largely unexplained ancient temple known as the Kailash, which quietly sits within India, a temple cut out of solid rock with such precision and vision and accuracy. It is a feat we would struggle with to recreate today, demonstrating an ancient high technology. That has undoubtedly been lost over the millennia. Could this temple be evidence left by far older group of people, a remnant left by far more advanced civilization than academia will allow us to publicly discuss within many modern fields of study? This is amazing. Really. It's beautiful. I wish I knew what was going on down there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's this? Hey, Matt Brown sent in a $4 PayPal. Thanks, Matt Brown. Mucho gusto generoso. I don't have any, I'll send you an email, but thank you very much. That was cool. PayPal. I didn't even mean to look, just by accident. Look at these. How do they do that? Laser precision, my friends. This is something we would have this is unbelievable. This example here is broadly accepted. The specific influence for later models, of which there are many at later Buddhist sites, such as the Ajanta caves and Karla caves in Maharashtra. The Maharashtra, or who cut the low mass Rishi cave. How did they achieve such a fantastic finish to the stonework? It's beautiful and shiny. They had the best buffing liquids of all time. Cow's milk. Cow's milk. I'm sorry, what? Llama milk. I didn't know there was such a thing as llama milk. Well, they mixed the llama milk with what? Sheep's hair. Wool? Come on, now you're pulling my legs. Okay, we're going to roll. All right, Twitter, real quick. There will not be any TikTok tonight. You're welcome. There will be a mass sighting event soon, says Blake Schwertle. Schwerly? So I said, say when. There's always mass sightings. More specifics, please. Hundreds, millions. The world, a mass sighting is more than one person, if you want to get technical. a fleet of UFOs is more than one. Can you be more specific as to when, where? That's a prediction. If you can do that, capiche? So, you got to let these people know. You know what I mean? You can't just be saying there's going to be a mass sighting soon. Specifics, please, on Jolly Wannabe. Unbelievable. The pure disrespect. So the Phoenix Lights still getting talked about. People have, by the way, it was GoofOn that brought this to light, and people are now, you'll see. This. Remember this technology? This guy said that he came up with it in the early 80s, and then he sold out 10 years later because he thought the technology would never happen, I guess. But he says the Phoenix Lights were something like this, but with electromagnetic waves of some kind. No way, Jose. So the tweet here, these two images don't show the same thing. Let's stop suggesting that's a possibility, please. We brought this to light, this balloon thing, recently. And I've been seeing it on Twitter since I posted it. It's nice to be, we're influencers. Oh my God, we're influencers. They say once you get over 5,500 to 6,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're an influencer. No, it's 10,000. But we have numbers like a 10,050. So we're influencers, I guess. It's pretty good. I never thought the day would come where, no, I always thought that day would come. All right. Why else would I be doing it if I can't influence people to see the truth? Why? There would be no other reason, right? People up there in the balcony in the cheap seats. Hey, how you doing? What are you doing up there? You should be here. I'll get you next show. All right, all right. Huh? All right. Meatballs, Ma. Upper deck. Upper deck. That's all that was good. All right, John Majorowski. Some of you like this guy, right? From the Fader Knots. He's a Fader Knot. This was the Tom DeLonge interview. I figured, Tom DeLonge says, that we would go down the extraterrestrial path quite soon. I was prepared for it. Don't say extraterrestrial. That implies they're coming from other planets. Can you expand on that for me in our remaining 90 seconds, Tom? I will say that the evidence does not suggest at all they are coming from other planets. Remember, I told you about duality theory, alternate timelines, alternate realities that exist in the exact same place as us. Hey, you got to think about that. All right, my friend, it was good talking to you. So why does Tom DeLonge sound like he's in the mob? I said, one can't just say it. Can't say it's this way or that way without any evidence and make it the answer because it fills in the holes. Experiencers talk about having mental conversations with these aliens and they come from another planet. Who do we believe without evidence? Sucks. Let's give myself a heart. That's the problem I have. Big time. Everybody wants to be that somebody, right? Hey, they're talking to me. Hey, pal, if they're talking to you up here, seriously, I can't say it. All right, I'll say it. Something's wrong. That guy asked me, hey, you want to know how to talk to aliens? I'll give you the C5. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Yeah. Well, how do you know how to do it? I've been meditating. Now you know how to meditate, Rich. You got to meditate. I've been meditating for 30 years. You're going to tell me I'm doing it wrong? Nah, all right. You got your own opinion, obviously. Now they found a new exoplanet now, calling it the strangest exoplanet ever found. Has astronomers puzzled? It doesn't. I'm not even going to read it. That's how much you don't deserve to be dummied down. I'm saving you. Let me get dummied down. Huh? What? What is this? You'll love this. Seemingly intelligent UFO searching over Brooklyn, New York. Huh? That's my video. Holy crap. Why? I just got a message that this is a proof. I just got a message that wasn't given to me, just popped up from September 13th on Facebook Messenger. Here's another one. September 13th. Oh my God. There's all these messages. Wait, what? This is crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Nobody tell me about now I can't read the chat room only if it's a super chat. Oh, now I can't tell you why, because then somebody will do it purposely to ruin my night. Yeah, I can't do it. I just had something ruined that was 3 hours of my life that I would have enjoyed. It's not their fault. They don't know the rules. This is why I'm single. I mean, it's not why, but it is. It's why. All right, let's talk about Brian Laundrie. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason I'm talking about this is because I'm interested. And the only reason I'm playing this clip because Dog the Bounty Hunter. But everybody knows, if you don't know, about this couple that got pulled over by Utah police because they were all over the road or whatever in their white van as they were going to go camping and hiking or whatever. And the girlfriend, Gabby, has mental breakdowns. It seems like she gets very emotional. This is her words because they have the body cam footage from the police officer. And she says, sometimes I just, I'm not in a bad mood, but I'm just frustrated and it looks like I'm in a bad mood. And well, then you see what Brian looked like, her boyfriend. I think they were engaged to get married. He had scratch marks on the right side of his face from her hitting him. And she also pulled the steering wheel because he was getting pulled over by the cops, and she pulled it over and they went up on the curb. So she's apparently, we don't know. We only get the story from there, right? Like even her parents didn't know that she has these emotions. She was starting a blog, I think. trying to get famous on the internet. I don't know the whole thing about that, but apparently they were outdoorsy. They were going to do things on the road, and the van was part of the setup. And, like for her backdrop for her show or whatever she's doing, blogging, vlogging. But anyway, she was telling the cops how she sometimes feels like, everything's on her and she gets emotional. And that Brian kicked her out of the car, I guess, the night before, and wouldn't let her, kicked her out and said, "You're not coming back in the van until you calm down." So this argument's been going on for a day at least that we know of. Now, I may be wrong on some of the things now because I haven't watched anything about the story since the body cam footage came out, which is about a week. I've seen bits and pieces here and there about how Brian Laundrie, how his parents were hiding evidence. They had the van. I don't know how all of this happened, but apparently they got rid of a lot of evidence. I'm not sure. But they lied to the police, it sounds like, and were hiding their son's whereabouts. And apparently now he's on the run and somewhere in the Florida Everglades or somewhere near where I live. And everybody's out. It's a huge manhunt. Is the number one person they're looking for because the girlfriend the next day, was it the next day? A couple of days? He got home, Brian Laundrie did, and didn't come back with the girl. And then I guess there was a hunt to look for her for 2 weeks? And then they found her. And I don't know everything about finding her, but they found her. And she wasn't alive, sadly. But in the meantime, they haven't been able to talk to this kid. So here's what happened. In the police video, the police pulled them over. And it seemed like they were very friendly. They were very nice police, like just too nice, to be honest. And it's their fault I think this murder happened. Or, sorry, homicide happened. We don't know if it was a murder yet. But instead of the cops throwing her in jail or both of them in jail, they gave her the keys to her van and said, "We're going to get Brian a hotel room. You go your way. We'll post him up in a hotel room and you guys will sleep it off." Whatever. And it was weird. The cops, she was still having anxiety when they pulled her over. They told her to step out of the van. She did. And she's, and out of breath and everything because she's just still hyper about the situation. And now the cops pulled her over. So they let her sit in the back of his SUV while they went and talked to Brian. He got out. They checked his knuckles to see if he, punched her or anything. There was nothing wrong with him. And the cops were treating him rather too nicely. I don't know if that's even possible, but it was just weird. The encounter was weird. The cop's like, "Should I throw him in jail?" And the guy's like, "Well, it's up to you, but da-da-da-da-da." So I'm sure he has some regrets because if that was the other way around and the girl was bleeding and had marks on her face, that guy would be he'd be in jail. But the cop made a decision after 45 minutes talking to them, almost an hour, which is a really long time. But they felt like these are just I guess he felt they're two young kids. Testosterone and whatever other hormones. There were no drugs, nothing like that. So, not that we know of. But apparently, she would have these, I don't know if they're mental breakdowns, but anxiety attacks maybe. So like I said, I don't know, but we all don't know everything yet, but there's out, you probably know more than me, but everybody's looking for this guy. And it is amazing that they haven't found him. So it makes you think, well, did he kill himself? Did he kill her? What happened? How did she die? How does he come home without her? They were living together. I think they were living with the parents, right? How does he come home and nobody's curious about where she is? Or is that how it happened? But that's the thing. He came home without her. Didn't call the police, right? Or did he? See, I don't know. I just wanted to play Dog the Bounty Hunter, but I knew a little bit about this story. It's just weird that the cops, if they would have put her in jail or both of them, she would still be here today. What do you do in that situation? You make a judgment call as a police officer. You assess the situation. You do what you can. You're trying to do the right thing for a couple of young people. You don't want to mark anybody's background with an arrest if you don't have to. I get all that. But if they followed the right protocol for this situation, she should have been arrested and put in jail for the night at least. Look, if she was alive today, we would all be saying what a great job the police officer did. We would have never even found out about it, number one, because there's no story. But it's not an easy decision to make. You don't know what is going to happen. The weird thing is, I try to figure out what happened. So I think what happened was, I think they talked to each other somehow when they were separated. And Brian Laundrie probably said, I'm over here at this hotel. Come by and get me. She came by. They probably got in an argument. One thing led to another. And that's it. My other thing was that she's in that van in a place that she's not familiar with, I think, right? All by herself. The cops know this van. I almost think, like, what if the cop did it? One of the cops there saw that van on the side of the road. Maybe he was on his way home. Or maybe it was a stranger that saw her by herself. Pretty girl. But why would Brian take off? That's a sign of guilt. So I think the guy actually did it. I think he did something, and I think it was by accident. And he's probably thinking about ending it all. Who knows? Maybe he did it. I don't know. But he used a credit card. I think it was a few days later, maybe a week later, about $1,000, somebody else's credit card. So he's still out there. I don't know, man. Let's see what Dog the Bounty Hunter thinks. Pretty scary.
Crowds of mourners turning out to pay their respects at the funeral for slain 22-year-old Gabby Petito. This is the manhunt for Petito's boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, intensified in the swampy Florida preserve. Even now, Dog the Bounty Hunter has joined the search, though he was met with silence at Laundrie's house when he knocked on the door. He's looking for leads. And Dog the Bounty Hunter, Dwayne Chapman, joins us right now from Florida. Dog, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Steve. How are you, sir?
It's great to have you as well. So you're down in Florida. You were actually on your honeymoon. Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank you very much.
You were down there, and apparently your phone just started ringing off the hook. Hey, dog, you got to join the hunt, right?
Well, yes, we were notified by a couple family members, and our fans just kept social media us to no end. Please, dog, please, since you're in the area, will you check it out? So once Francie and I started reading about the case and seeing what was going on, we're in Colorado, so the couple had passed through Colorado, so that got our attention right away. So yes, we're down there. I went to the father's house to talk to the dad, and he wouldn't answer the door.
Right. Where do you think Brian Laundrie is?
Well, we have a special hotline, 833-CALL-DOG, and we've gotten over 1,000 leads.
Wow.
So Francie and I really started this 2 days ago. So we're going through all those leads, right? It's incredible. Pictures of him here, there. We're going through all those leads right now. I would say within 48 hours, we probably will have a location where we start the tracking at.
Now, I understand a number of the leads have suggested check out the Appalachian Trail. Why is that?
Well, the leads, yes, have said that. And the reason is because he spent a couple months there in the past, and he is an outdoorsman. So he's got T-shirts on his social media with the mountains. He's got pictures. He's been there before. So he's very young. He's not an experienced criminal. He'll do what he should do. He can't stay and shoplift and stay in cheap motels or rob people like a lot of people that I chase. This kid is an outdoorsman. So I think he went to, again, where he's comfortable, to the outdoors.
So,
yeah, I like the dog. Yeah, and he's got married again. I can't believe it. What's this? Goof on. Hey, Rich, on our news this morning, something was filmed over the skies of NSW Australia. I haven't had a chance to check it. Look it up if you get a chance. Yeah, I think I did see that. Let me see. In a minute. I'll have to look it up for tomorrow. But all right, I'll look it up. So, dog is very good at what he does. And he thinks within 48 hours, they'll have a good idea of where he's located. I don't know how this Brian Laundrie is going to be able to be out sniffed. How is he going to out sniff the dog? Brian Laundrie can't go to anybody except family, his own parents. If he was my brother, let's say, and he killed this person or thought he did, I'd be like, dude, you got to turn yourself in. If you didn't do it, everything's fine. You didn't do it, did you? Did you? Yes, I did. What? How could you do that? Well, let me explain what happened. I don't know what happened. I think it's possible that they got in an argument, she got physical, and he accidentally took her out. And now he's scared and running for his life. But how could you do that to somebody you love? Well, just leave him, you know? Just leave her there? No way. Either way, if he didn't run, he would be in jail right now as a suspect, maybe out on bail. But now that he's run, that's not a good sign. OJ, I almost likened it to the way OJ was doing what he did. He wanted to kill himself in the car, in the Bronco on the famous chase at 30 miles an hour. That's guilty man who doesn't want to die but wants to get his way. OJ had intent, though. I think OJ just snapped that night. But then again, maybe not. Maybe not. Could have planned it. But I don't think this Brian Laundrie kid planned it. I think it was an accident. And I don't know if there was any other people involved. But the media is not going to tell us everything, because any leads that come in with what evidence they have, it may corroborate something. I mean, Dog just said they've had over 1,000 leads. 1,000 leads, and they still don't have the guy. But if he's in the Everglades, where he's going to find him, he thinks, that makes sense to me.
He's not you don't think he's at that Carlton Reserve down in the western portion of Florida, do you?
Well, I'm not sure. The only way that everyone thought he was there was a picture on a deer cam.
Yeah.
And I sent that picture to my people, and they said, Dog, that's not him. So if it is him, then he's down there or was down there.
He's got a very distinct head, this Brian Laundrie. It's almost like Chris Daughtry's head, from Daughtry, the band. He's got that Chris Daughtry head. He's a very skinny kid. He could survive for a little while. But what is he going to do? Survive forever? He will never, ever, ever be able to stay. He's so young. What is he, 23? I can't imagine the last 30 years of my life on the run. No way. He's going to run into people throughout his life, and it's going to happen by accident. He could just be, doing something. It could be hikers. It could be anything, man. But this is a very sad case, and one that the media has glommed onto, and a lot of people are saying, oh, it's that, glomming onto the missing pretty white girl syndrome. Yeah. Or whatever it is. The reason it got so much interest was because of the body cam footage as well. And it's just weird. Usually you don't see that type of reaction from people. Cops see it every day. Just about, right? A lot of what do they call it? Domestic disturbance calls, which are the most dangerous. But it's a very strange case. Now, the only reason I brought it up tonight on this show is because if anything major happens with this case, I want to talk about it. I think it's kind of interesting. I want to know what happens. And it's gripping the nation, and we can talk about it. We don't have to talk about UFOs every single show. It'll kill me to do that. I hit the wrong button. It'll kill me to do that. I just can't. Anyway, such a weird Monday. Very strange. We talked about a lot of good things tonight. I did not think tonight's show was going to happen yesterday. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to take another night off. I said. But I'm going to try to get up this third phase UFO report in a few hours. Probably like 3 hours. Capiche? Do I have more? I think I have something else I gotta talk to you about. Hold on, let's take a look. Here it is. Is this it? Whoa. Cold weather calls for Goof on Radio stream jackets. What? Okay, I do have some stuff, so we're not done yet. Maybe I could save these for tomorrow. Let's see what this is. I like this video. All right, we're going to end the show with this. We'll have some fun for 3 minutes. This is funny. This is a girl who has a Facebook thing, videos, and she works in a store, you know, like a gas station type of deal. And she videotapes the customers and makes these videos over time. And they're just customer reactions, and they're all real.
What the hell you doing, bitch? You might have that fucking coronavirus.
Hey.
Hey, there's no price on this. How much is that?
Where did you get that?
In the other room near the bathroom.
Dude, you took it from the dispenser? That's not for sale.
I need something to wipe my ass with.
You have your ID?
What the hell for?
Because I need it.
I got hair up my ass older than you.
Hey, is that it?
I mean, what the hell do you think? You see anything else?
I'm just doing my job, sir. 184.
Yes, sir.
This guy and those.
Hello.
You're welcome.
I didn't ask you to open the door. What do you mean I'm welcome?
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Those are some nice glasses you wearing for style.
I'm actually blind, dumbass.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Those are some nice tattoos.
Thank you.
You know they're gonna be on you forever.
Yeah, you know you can mind your own fucking business.
Hey.
What's going on? What's up?
Is it separate?
No, it's all together. Shit, chill out. I got it. Bro, I got it, bro. Dude, bro.
I said I got it, bro.
Mama said don't yell at it. Shit, how much was it again?
184.
Oh shit, I only got $1.
I got you $1.
Thank you. That was nice.
Appreciate it.
Well, what the hell? Give me my
Yeah, man, you good? You good?
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. You?
It's toilet paper.
$44.95.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like it's low stock because of the coronavirus.
I'll wipe my ass with my hand before I use that shit. I don't need that. You got me.
Thanks for the shakes. Can you shake your booty? No. Would you like a receipt?
Yes. Corona time.
Ma'am, your receipt.
You don't like Corona, apparently.
Hey.
Hello. Can I get a
No, get out, no, Corona, no, get out.
What the hell?
Hey.
What's going on?
Why do you have them gloves on?
I protect myself from the coronavirus,
But you just wiped your face.
but I got the gloves on.
Yeah, lady.
I was wondering if I could get your number.
Yeah, girl, of course.
I was really nervous to ask.
No, you're fine.
Oh, you're straight? Mm-hmm.
Well, can I get it? I like it.
Hey.
Hey, you got change for 100?
Yeah, if you buy something though. That's just 35 cents.
You said buy something, damn.
Hey.
Hey.
A new car.
Did
it's
you?
a Mercedes.
It's a what?
A Mercedes.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
That's nice. What is it?
A Mercedes.
That's nice. This is the deal. If you catch this boy, you can have a drink. Okay?
If I catch it.
Yep. All right, here you go. You can have a drink.
All right, I know. I like simple things in my life once in a while. Is there something wrong with simple? It's called the Funny Store videos. It's very funny. I've got here. Okay, here we go. Tweet. We do have more tweets. All right. No? Tomorrow? All right, tomorrow. We're going to save these for tomorrow. Yep, that's the decision. I'm making a business decision. For tomorrow, it'll be. Where is that? Right there. There we go. Well, guess what? Hey, that's it. We did it. We finished Monday. Look at you, off to Tuesday already. Tuesday has no feel, basically Wednesday. You got 2 days left in the week. Thank you, super chatters and moderators. Thank you very much for, and everybody else who hung out. But thank you for the support. Without you, the show doesn't exist or run smoothly. And I want to thank the veterans and newcomers. Hey, those of you who just came here, never been here before, if you like it, come back. Then if you like it, you thumb up it, you share it, you sub it. I guess that's it. You like it. Oh, that's thumb up in it. Anyway, thanks for the time. Don't forget to resub if you're not subbed and to get all notifications. We're still stuck at 29% of all the subscribers here get all notifications. That's gotta be a lie. So don't forget that. All right. Hey, this is Goof On. We'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Third phase UFO report later, I think, but definitely third phase of moon. And Goof On is truthology for ufology. Good night, everybody.
I'm not asking you to come with me. I would dare. I know you wouldn't. You're scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. The cult will protect me. Frida, I beg you. Think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about him? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.